Joining us now is Democratic Congressman Raja Krishnamoorthi of Illinois. He's a member of the House Intelligence and Oversight Committees. Congressman, it's good to have you with us. I know it's been also a long day. Can you give us a sense if you have been briefed at all, if you have gotten any kind of intelligence briefings in your oversight responsibilities as a member of Congress over the past 14 hours or so?
No, and we didn't have intelligence briefings even before that. With regard to much of what's happened in Venezuela, which has been an ongoing problem. Look, I just have two observations. One, I think that as Mr. Ignatius said before, I think that the day after is the big issue that my constituents and others have a big problem with. They don't want to be part of a civil war in Venezuela. They don't want to occupy Venezuela. They don't want any part of another Iraq or Afghanistan scenario in Venezuela. And that's in part why a war powers resolution must come to the floor. We must debate it. And if the Republicans want to occupy Venezuela, they need to go and debate that in Congress and get the will of the American people behind them. And then the second thing is, I think this absolutely weakens our deterrence relative to our adversaries. It emboldens them. I think Beijing and Moscow are looking at this and saying, well, I think this may give us justification for doing what we want to do, whether it's in Asia or in Europe or in Ukraine. And I think that this further leads to more conflict and again, lowers our national security.
Well, Congressman, to that point, in addition to this possibly giving China and Russia the justification to do what Russia is already doing to Ukraine, what we know China has interest in doing to Taiwan, for example, they also have relationships in Latin America, not just in Venezuela, but in Cuba and many other countries that tonight are watching all this unfold and wondering what comes for them the day after, too. What do you think might happen, and what kind of congressional authority or action can be taken if those hostile powers actually start to take action in our hemisphere as a result of this, which was all allegedly done to keep Americans safe?
Well, I think that those other countries, whether it's Cuba or others, are going to draw closer to China and Russia. And I think that in doing so, it again weakens our position in the hemisphere. Ironically, the president says that this somehow strengthens our position in the hemisphere. I think rather than strengthening it, what it does is I think it draws these countries closer to Moscow and Beijing. And then it further, lowers our deterrence, opens us up to potential conflict. And that could lead to worse. And I think that we have to be in a situation now where we do the opposite, that we enhance our deterrence, that we work with our friends, partners, and allies, not only in Europe and Asia, but also in our hemisphere. And instead, we're pushing them away through our actions today.
Congressman Raja Krishnamoorthi, thank you so much. I'll note, too, the Miami mayor right now is calling for Trump to reinstate TPS for Venezuelans because in addition to it being difficult to understand on the